just left the neighborhood. You know, they found 3 more bodies in East Cleveland. So today, what we did, OPN and some city officials, we had to go tear that boy down, go in a bunch of abandoned houses, getting them yards together. It's just a shame that it takes 3 women to show up dead for the city to come together and do shit like that. And I don't mean to be vulgar with the language, but that's just what it is. East Cleveland don't have to look the way it do. It's too many people live in East Cleveland. Everybody should be coming together, maintaining these properties, whether they're yours or abandos. It shouldn't have to look like that, where people are leaving these bodies and then they turn up like, well, East Cleveland is like a dump spot. You know, and that's probably how they look at it. Don't nobody go through East Cleveland. Don't nobody care about East Cleveland. So they figure they could just leave the bodies there when it shouldn't have to be that way. Now, I just left a street in East Cleveland, and I counted 16 abandoned houses on one street alone. That's too many. They should be rehabbing these houses, selling this property for cheap. It shouldn't be a lot of homeless people on the street, hungry people on the street. There's people out here that need places to live. And again, East Cleveland don't have to look as bad as it do. But I blame most of us because we don't get up and we don't stand for nothing. They allow us just to take that defeat. Example, our streets are messed up. Potholes everywhere, not just through East Cleveland, but Cleveland too. Because as a people, we don't get up and we don't stand up for this stuff like we should. We rather go out, kick it on our birthdays, and sip here and every night, do all that, which I'm not gonna knock nobody to take them a drink here and there. But it's other issues, us as a people, we gotta come together because it's mad out here. You understand what I'm saying? Our women and children are under attack. And I'm not gonna stand for it. We need to get out here, get off our asses, get in this community, and let's do this. It should not be 16 abandoned houses on one block. On one street, my fault. It shouldn't be that. That's too damn many. Like I said before, it's people that need to get off their asses and get out here in this fight, because we are under attack, whether you want to believe that or not. The 16 abandoned houses on one street is unacceptable in any city. I don't care if it's the outskirts of the city, the inner city, the eye of the hurricane. That's just too many. 16 abandoned houses on one street alone. And I want y'all to think about that. They dumping these women's bodies off in these houses because they figure that'd be the last place that we'll look. As a people, we need to get up and stand up for something. 3 women. That could have been my sister, my daughter, my wifey, my mama, my auntie, cousins. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be that way. It's too many people freely walk the streets, whether they don't want to get a job or whatever the case may be. It's too many people on an everyday basis, whether it's spring, summer, fall, winter, that's out on these streets, including these punk police, that it should nobody be getting abducted out here, kidnapped, robbed, raped, etc. There's too many of us out here for this to keep going on. J Legal, Oppressed People Nation. We out here for real. With a few other certain people. All these police. It should never be that. 16 abandoned houses. That's the topic for today. I want everybody to think about that. 16 abandoned houses, all on one street. Unacceptable. I wouldn't even want to be surrounded around 16 abandoned houses. The neighborhood got to stand up, and we got to take matters in our own hands. It's time that we unite as one big family. We need to look out for each other, because this is unacceptable. I'm going to say it again. 16 abandoned houses on one street. Put that in your memory bank for the day. We got to stop just feeling like we don't give a shit about it, or it ain't your concern. If it's in your neighborhood, it's your concern. If you sit on whatever block or whatever hood you from, and you want to sit up and say, I got my block on my back, I got my block tatted on my back, and I got my street on my arm, well, man, you need to put your street on your back for real and hold that motherfucker down the right way. Not the bullshit way. And most of y'all need to stop listening to these cornball rappers, because they ain't taking care of their hood like they say they are. They not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? The stuff I'm involved with, some people look at it as being corny or it's not going to change nothing. Yes, it is, man. We are the people. We are the majority. It has to stop. But it ain't going to stop until people get off their asses and get out here and join this fight for real. 4 dead bodies found in my former city in the past 2 days. And there was a report that there's 2 more people missing, and the whereabouts might be in East Cleveland. 16 abandoned houses. And y'all think about that. J Legal to Pando, Press People Nation, Panda Bear Foundation. I'm out of here.